This video doesn't need to be too long. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 most common addictions, and I guarantee you've got at least one of them. Because I'm telling you, it's creature comfort. It's this mental belief that you need to have this in order to be a human. It's almost like this social beliefs, ideologies that are pushed on towards you. So like I said, nice and quick video today, but it's going to be extremely important for you. Number 1 addiction is social media. You're addicted to social media, need I say more? I was planning on doing a brain rot quiz. I don't know if that's something you'd want to see, because you'd have to deal with the stupid BS language of fucking toilet land, or whatever you bloody idiots talk about. And personally, I don't want to infect myself with brain rot. And I know there's multiple people who are watching this YouTube video who also do not want to indulge in this brain rot activity. So I'm actually going to leave out the test I was going to do. I'm going to completely ignore it. Push it aside. Understand, if you're thinking brain rot, and you can actually envision any of these brain rot phrases, then you have brain rot. You need to get off social media. I can't tell you any more. You need to get off social media. I can't force you off social media. That's something you're going to have to do. And if that's something you can't bring yourself to do, I don't know what to say to you. Good luck. Good luck actually communicating. Good luck actually networking. Because you're going to speak like an imbecile your entire life. Talking about different American states and other stupid phrases that you lot have come up with on social media. Showing just how addicted you are and how stupid your mind is. If you're addicted to social media, there's a reason I bring this up first. It's because I wanted you to see this first part. So I could tell you personally. Get your lazy ass off social media and do something productive for once. I don't care if you're even 10 years old, man. You can do 1 minute plank and then go back on social media. Pause this video, go do a 1 minute plank and then come back. Because I don't want you to be a lazy fat ass, right? Change your life, get off your bloody social medias. Number 2 most common addiction is any sort of smoking. I say smoking, I mean from cigarettes, I mean from cigars and cigarellos, shisha, vapes, whatever you could think of where you inhale toxic chemicals and then exhale some stupid air for everyone else to breathe in the stratosphere. It's really self-centered, it's really disrespectful, and all in all it looks bloody stupid every single time. I'm telling you, vapes have stupid names for a reason. From what I remember, there's the elf bar, because if you smoke it you're probably a bloody elf. There's the geek bar. It's called a geek bar for a reason, buddy. It's because you look like a geek when you're smoking it. And if you haven't thought of that before, then you're probably an imbecile. And if you're an imbecile, I don't want you to sit there and smoke, even because you probably think it's healthy. I want you to know, it's not healthy. Stop smoking this dumb stuff. You say, oh, nicotine helps me with stress. You're just weak. You're just weak. If you need a drug to elevate who you are weak. Because nicotine is a drug, isn't it? Smoking is like inhaling a drug that doesn't actually make you feel high. Or any other way. Which is actually going to segue nicely onto my third point, I guess. Third addiction. Which is any sort of drug intake. If you are smoking weed, or I don't know if I'm allowed to say these on YouTube, so I'm just going to say sugar, you're like inhaling sugar, or you're playing with methanol without the anol, or horse medicine injections, you're an umpty. And it's the same with drinking beverages. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube, right? So I'm having to alter it a little bit. Bloody YouTube. The filtrations might not like if I say you're drinking beer. So I'm going to stay away from saying that stuff, right? But essentially, if you're taking any drugs in that are making you feel unnatural, it's making you feel unnatural for a reason. It's because it's not natural. It's not meant to happen. It's not something you're meant to feel. It's probably discovered on accident. And people decided it makes you appear funny and decided to continue on its usage in businesses for hundreds of years on from when it was actually discovered. But essentially, stop doing any drugs at all. This includes alcohol. I don't care. It's just mega unhealthy for you. It's mega bad for you. And I'd quickly like to address the background noise. If you're hearing the wind, I apologise. England's storm. Number 4 is on a slightly different wavelength, but it's equally as important. Anybody who's addicted to any forms of porn or fapping. Numpty. This is the lowest of the low. This is the stupidest addiction to succumb to. It is literally succumbing to the devil. You're an imbecile. I don't care if you're religious or not. If you're succumbing to the devil, expect to go to hell. Expect nothing less. If you're just succumbing to what he wants you to do. By the way, for those of you who don't know what succumbing means, it means just basically allowing it to happen and almost just giving up and allowing it to happen, right? It's almost like laying on your back and waiting for death to come. That's what succumbing is. So if you lot are just succumbing to these temptations, right? These temptations that you have created, because no one else has created it for you, you have created it. I guarantee you, if you were to stop for a week, the temptations would begin to fade away. You just have to beat them for a week. You have to beat your weak mind, your weak temptations in your weak mind, and say, I'm not going to do that for a week. And then guess what? The temptations will disappear. I guarantee you, more likely than not. If you're anybody who's addicted to fapping or any sort of porn, is it called NSFW content? Just naked people. I don't know what it's actually called, right? Stop. Just bloody stop. If it's this thing you're actually addicted to, if you're addicted to naked people, get a missus for once in your life. Actually go out, get a girlfriend, do something good for yourself. Stop sitting there and just allowing yourself to be a dickhead. A wanker, you stupid wanker. You stupid wanker. Right, and number 5 is probably going to be the most common, apart from social media, in this entire video. Any sorts of unhealthy foods. Shit foods, right? I'm talking about fast food, McDonald's. I'm talking about processed foods like Rustler's burgers and pizzas that you can literally buy for like £4 at Co-op, £4 at Tesco, because I know Co-op's not everywhere, my bad. £4 at IKEA or Aldi or whatever it is. Put it in the oven and eat it. It's like over 1,000 calories. It's got so much sodium in it. It's going to hold loads of water weight and make you look mega chubby. What's wrong with you? If you eat fast, unhealthy foods, you're just, again, succumbing to temptation. You cannot have any mental control over yourself. There's people who crave sugar. You know, I don't actually crave sugar. I don't look at a cake and decide, oh, I really want the cake. I don't look at a pizza and decide I really want the pizza. I actually don't want it. Because I put my health as a top priority inside of my mind. And if you lot enjoy the odd takeout, a lot of people say that's fine. Mentally here, for me, to be honest, it isn't fine. Because the odd takeout is like, in my mind, maybe it's not at all. Maybe I'm completely delusional for thinking this, but inside of my mind, the odd takeout is literally diminishing your progress. It's deleting like 10 steps to the ladder. You go back to ladder piece 150. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. And any ultra high processed foods in general, you should probably stick away from. I'm not going to tell you, you have to stop eating carbs. If you want to eat carbs, that's fine. If you want to eat fruits and vegetables like a normal human does most of the time, that's fine. If you want to eat oatmeal in the morning, fine, it's up to you. But if you're going to sit there and eat pizzas, burgers and hot dogs and all of this other dumb fast food takeout, seed oil, disgusting things, you need to have a bit more control over yourself and you need to actually stop yourself. Because it is genuinely probably the leading thing that is causing the infertility crisis of 2045, this thing right here. I guarantee it to you. That's all I have to say in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope it wasn't a drag of a video. I tried to make it quicker pace, quicker speaking, more intentful, purposeful is the word. I'm sorry if this is still dragged on a little bit longer than I expected. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative, useful, and I hope soon you can begin to realise you have an addiction. You sit there and make yourself believe you don't have an addiction even though you do. And I hope one day, genuinely I hope one day, that you can fix this addiction and become the strongest, most competent version of yourself. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, may God bless you all, stay strong out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.